and clearing the throat. Hey, Dr. Dave, this is Dr. Ralph here. Dr. Ralph Woodrow Wilson. Hey, I'm here somewhere in the continent. I was able to buy a ticket on the Greyhound bus line. Only I could afford 1/3 of the flight from St. Louis down south and southwest. And so I later on bought the next, but couldn't quite get, so I bought 3 tickets. If you draw a straight line between St. Louis and that southwest destination, a little hideaway, you get a straight line. Well, if you buy 3 tickets and tell the robot, pay the rest, it ended up with 3 different tickets. And so at one time, I was headed south from St. Louis, and a ticket or so later, I was headed north to St. Louis and Chicago. And eventually, I headed south, and the 3rd day into my 2-day trip, I'm 1 day without food, I decided to do a fast. Well, Dr. Dave, this is Dr. Ralph, on the road with myself and people all over the country. They're fascinating people, little kids, mostly little. It's like they got pregnant in the last 4 or 5 years, like the Obama transition and the Trump transition and the Biden experiment. In China, they call it the Tiananmen Square misunderstanding. So the misunderstanding is that when day 1 happens, the bad guys, they thought the terrorists will come in with, no, they're not going to take over the country. It's not going to happen. It's a lot of work. And the 15-year-olds I heard on the campus of Washington, Seattle, they're piling into the bus, or the back of the bus. Many rows up. But who's 16? And who's virgin? It doesn't matter. Amin will take care of you. Some 4-letter beginning with A, Muslim-sounding name. Amin will take care of you, virgins. So you get de-virginized and have fun. And my take, Dr. Dave, is somehow I'll get in on the Roe versus Wade deal. Look, if you're 15, if you're under 18, you open your legs and you get yourself de-virginized, you have to pay $1,000 to the What's Left of Her fund. It's not fun. And take a look at my leather bag. Yeah, put it on your belly. There's going to be a thing bigger than your fist coming out between your legs. If you're 15, you get pregnant. Well, get abortion? No, I don't think so. Because you get your hymens. Well, that's enough of the talk to the imaginary 15-year-old that thinks, well, because Mr. Biden wants, it's going to be greater. Mr. Biden, yeah. Biden, no. Mr. Biden, President Biden. He's a man. He and his wife are making a difference. They're just putting a stake in the ground saying, this is going to be a difference. And in my deck of cards for the Democrats that I made in my mind 2 months ago, he's looking down at Kamala Harris. She's looking up at him. And the bubble of words she's saying, can you save Muslim women? He's looking down. I can make a difference. He did. 50-50. All these people think, okay, we'll take over. What? But we blacks are smarter. Well, Farrakhan had only half of the truth. Melanin is not the same as myelin. And melanin anchors. So blacks have great anchors. But if you don't creep and crawl as a child, and you sit sooner, you stand sooner, and you run sooner, you're stuck running forward, trying to catch a ball, beat somebody up. Back off, exhale. And that's what the kids need to do now. Redo the crawling and creeping on the mat. I've been trained in this. It's called developmental therapy. And Betty Lamont, one of the best people ever, I studied with her in Seattle. Betty Lamont, developmental movement therapy. She can make a difference. Well, Dr. Dave, thank you for making a difference in my life. Dr. Dave, thank you for making a difference in my life and the lives of thousands of people out there. And by extension, the many, many thousands of people that have been touched by our lives. So that's it. I've got another several hours to go before I finally I had no food today, but I decided to eat 3 Coca-Colas, which dissolve gallstones. And tomorrow morning, I'll eat 1 cup of olive oil, followed by a chaser, a little bit, and then of lemon, and I think it's maybe cayenne, but no, just lemon. And I'll feel cramp. It's pop, coat the gallstones, so they don't cut out my gallbladder. And that's me and my plan. I'm sticking to it. Thank you, Dr. Dave. You've been a wonder for me, and I have so many. I was going to call and ask you, we can make a repertory of a page after page after page of what your 700 some are, and people can write a little note, so like a 20 to a page, and you can assign that and shrink it down, put it in your back pocket. Say, here, Dr. Dave, I assign you 123, 725, and just look at those, and you get to talk to a psychotherapist. like Dr. Dave or all those others who like what this guy offers. I haven't hardly ever watched you because I listen more. I'm a listener. I almost went blind, so it's better to listen. Yeah, you rock. Bye for now, Dr. Dave. My site, DCNN.pro. That fast forwards to NaturalWorldHealing.pro or routefinders.org, helping you find your way forward with no agenda other than trust, the felt sense of trust, that the nipple will be there, that the check will be there, that people aren't going to cut you up. If anybody kicks a dog, don't play with them. If anybody calls you a dirty dog, dogs are mammals. Lic.Acup, that will change your life. Girls can prove that mice chuckle. That means that mammals have the same physiology, neurophysiology that we do as far as it goes. A mouse can't drive a truck, a dog can't drive a car, but they can feel. They have real emotions, the same neurochemistry. That's what he said. Listen to Lic.Acup. Okay, excitedly, exhalingly, almost time for a little bit of water. Nothing but water for the next day. And then those gallstones are going to pop out tomorrow. I'll take photos. I did them 30 years ago, 1988. And you can see, whoa, green and yellow. Yeah, we'll see what we got now. And my gallbladder's going to be empty. Yeah, fill me up, Dr. Dave. I need you. Bye for now. You rock. Click.